Minnesota, fireworks were shot from multiple cars throughout downtown Minneapolis late Monday night, endangering drivers and pedestrians. Police responded to these areas to help. However, people wouldn't listen to police commands in some cases. Fireworks shots were being. It's crazy. We're going to show the video of what happened, but they were like shooting off fireworks at police,
At
at
least
EMS personnel.
that's the craziest thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm gonna pull up this video in like just 2 seconds. But like this is insanity. This is came into my feed and I was just blown away, and so I had to do some more research on it. So let me pull this up right now. So let's start over here. So this is just, imagine this is going out now. They're shooting bottle rockets. They're shooting just actual. What was that there? They're shooting like the actual fireworks, the big bursting things that go in the sky in the middle of the street. I mean, it is a war zone. It looks like something out of a movie. And I got to tell you, like, I'm just like, how I think there was 7 people that were injured. Some of them were not critically injured, but severely injured. And
Yeah.
the thing of it was, well, all these explosions and stuff was going on. There was other violence going on in the same area. People were, I don't believe I'm going to show that on here, but there was actually a gunfight that happened in the midst of all of this was going on too. So it was kind of harder to decipher what was gunfire and what was fireworks. But here, I mean, that just hit a car. And I have this I'm going to let this footage run for a little bit because I have another, and you just see they're just coming out of the cars. It's just explosions.
Yeah, and so guys, I mean, we're dealing with things of, for example, this is clearly disorderly conduct. I mean, but this is attempted assault and battery. But we also know there was actual assault and battery, and I would argue with a deadly weapon. The fireworks are a deadly weapon. And then what about these drivers?
Just right there, right behind the pole. Look at it. Oh, like now listen. If I knew I was gonna be, I mean, it looks crazy. It looks like something out of a movie. It looks like it would be fun if nobody got hurt, but people are getting hurt. And this is not only that, like you could start a fire. It's just people are just driving recklessly. What if somebody was running across the street because they were scared while these cars are coming and it just hits them? This is terrifying. And I got to tell you, like we have outside of our home, 4th of July and New Year's, days before and days after. I'm kind of a Scrooge when it comes to holidays. I'm not really that into them, but like the fireworks that go on all night and people just going nuts in the streets. I'm always afraid they're going to shoot a bottle rocket on the roof of somewhere and it's going to burn somebody's house down. Nobody's trained to do this stuff.
Tim makes such a good point. I mean, the fact that obviously there was so much happening at once, but Tim's like, if I went out, I'd be arrested if I just flicked my lighter on. I think some people would obviously agree with him, but they actually have not arrested anyone.
Nobody has been arrested.
That's the crazy part. Despite all this footage, right, to where I would assume someone got a license plate. Why haven't they made an arrest yet?
Right. I mean, this is insanity. So
yeah, Sean says, wow, unfortunately, this doesn't even surprise me. This is in Minnesota. Yep. And this is obviously just one isolated kind of event. There's a lot of things that are. What are you doing?
Just trying to make pretty and look sense.
There is obviously a lot happening on the 4th of July, and you made a comment obviously about neighbors shooting off fireworks, and just are you going to burn down the neighborhood because someone's being negligent?
No, listen.
And they shoot something to a building by accident. But here we have people who are actively shooting not only buildings but trying to shoot pedestrians. And my question too is, were there minors in the street? Because then we have child endangerment on top of everything else.
But real talk, this is like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like real talk. Like I can't even imagine. Like I thought it was bad. Like I said, kind of where we live. If I looked outside and that was going on, I don't even know what I would do. Like, oh my God, I would just be like panicked that just buildings are going to catch on fire and just people are just going to get shot in the face or burned and permanently scarred. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how fun. I think that this one's a little scary for me anyway, Pablo.
Like I said, if it was just some crazy, like if nobody got hurt, like if this was like laser tag that you're showing me and they just had cool laser tag and this was like I don't know. It looks crazy. It looks impressive on a screen in real life, the reality of what was going on had to have been insane. Look at that. I mean, that's just insane looking.
Yeah, and
I mean, I've
guys,
seen this thing like 1,000 times. I love it. It's the craziest video I've ever seen.
From the criminal standpoint, obviously, I'm talking about things like, you know, reckless endangerment, disorderly conduct, assault, battery, but obviously there were private claims as well. The business owners of these buildings, the private residents, you know, I don't know if glass was broken. So unfortunately, these people are, at least as of now, are not going to be able to get any kind of resolution or to bring a claim because they don't know who did this.
Well, the thing of it is too, so like this kind of fun, right? So, I was young. I remember when you were a kid, you'd have your little Roman candle things, and if you're out at the beach or something in Mexico and you're buying fireworks, everyone's shooting things at each other, and it's kind of, whatever, and kind of a more safe environment. I mean, that's crazy too. Don't get me wrong. Don't do that. Please do not play with fireworks. But this is so unbelievably next level. Like, I don't give a kind of like,
yeah, and I'm just trying to gauge, because obviously it's not just who is in this first vehicle. I don't know how many people were doing this. Sean on YouTube, how much of this was alcohol induced? I mean, I think maybe none of it.
None of it. Like I'm saying, like, kids. I mean, some of this stuff is not unheard of. What's unheard of is they're driving around in cars and doing it in the middle of a busy city. That's where it is. That's the difference here. Like I said, I've seen people have fun with fireworks and they're playing games and trust me, like, my older brother would get in trouble. But this is just so next level in the middle of, like, it's just crazy.
Chris says this used to happen a lot in the town I grew up when I was younger. Not sure.
Yeah, it's not unheard of
because I left almost 20 years ago. Yeah, no, and I think that was kind of Pablo's point as well.
God bless mobile videos. God bless people with their camera phones, man. Just captions. This is, like I said, like, I love this. I love this. It's crazy. It's crazy footage that somebody got, but terrifying. And, stop. Leave fireworks to the professionals in Disneyland.